What's good, y'all? It's your
Uh,
boy Jay today. Why stay fly for the 845. Get your mind ready, get your grind ready. The way you're gonna shine when the time's right. And you now in tune with Jay's Music Corner, Volume 3, Episode 7. Got my co-host Vance, put the KING in the front, and we got a special guest today, Gabe Rivera. What's good, yo?
what's goody, Jay Arroyo, the music corner, man. Shit, I'm happy out here. What's up, y'all?
Chilling,
That's what's up.
chilling.
That's what's up. Welcome to the show, man.
Thanks,
From
man.
what I
Appreciate
know
that.
of you, you wear a lot of hats in the industry, but I
Mhm,
know you as a journalist and a podcaster.
mhm.
Could you please let the people know where you started? Because I think you used to rap and your
Mhm.
transition from rapping to where you are now.
Yeah, man, no doubt. For me, the story starts, at a young age, right? Loved music coming up, got introduced to the Fat Boys early on in life, and just picked up the pen, man, because Big Daddy Kane was so dope at spitting rhymes and stuff. I wanted to be Big Daddy Kane. So my first rap name was Lil Daddy because I wanted to be I wanted to be Big Daddy Kane so bad, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, I was doing a lot of rapping back then. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about the late 80s, early 90s. I'm doing my thing. And coming up during that time, that's how we all know that time as being the golden era, right? Golden era of
Yeah.
hip hop. And I didn't know it at the time. I knew it was super dope. I knew I was having a lot of fun, but I didn't realize that, 2 decades, 3 decades later, people will still be talking about that same exact era. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
it was a lot of fun back then. And yeah, you was right. I was rapping. I was known as KO, the battling assassin. Me and my boy Dark Vader. Shout out to him, my boy Kevin Allman. And we was the battling assassins, man. That's all we wanted to do. We weren't thinking about song structure. We weren't thinking about doing shows. We weren't thinking about content for songs. We literally just wanted to rip your head off in a battle. That's all we wanted to do. No guns, no. We used to make fun of people who were talking about the guns and all that. We used to make fun of them all because we thought it was stupid. You rapping and it's all
Yeah.
words. You talk about guns. Like, I'm gonna burn you with these words. That was our whole thing, the battling assassins. And yeah, man. But with that type of perspective, there's a detriment to that, right? Because if you're trying to do something and create some longevity, um, not thinking about song structure, not thinking about content, not thinking about live shows and all that, you're gonna be limited, and that's what happened to us. You know what I mean? So, me personally as an artist, I only evolved so far before I came to that cross in the road where it was like, "Yo, Gabe, yeah, you super nice at rapping, and if you go to the Poughkeepsie Galleria right now and find somebody who raps, you probably gonna tear them down, but." Don't you got bills? Don't you want to live somewhere? Don't you want a car? Don't you want shit? You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't making no money from that. You know what I mean? So
Uh,
um, that's what happened, Jay. Vance, I had to make a decision. It's like, yo, you're either gonna go to work or you're gonna get in the studio and make this music happen. And at that time, because of just having books and books and books of raps where it's just battle raps, there wasn't no real choice for me. I had to go to work. So I went to work and the passion never leaves you. You guys know that, Jay, especially you, Jay. I know you know when you rap like that and you love it and you got books and books of raps, it don't go away, even if you're not recording it. You know what I mean? So
That's
I
true.
stayed, you know, I stayed rapping, I stayed freestyling.
and where are
And
you
then
from originally?
originally I'm from Bronxville, New York. And I got pulled in upstate early, right before school started. My parents did not want nothing to do with that life for me in the city. They seen I was gonna be
Mm.
trouble right from the jump. So they were like,
Like, yeah,
nah,
let's get him out of here.
yeah, yeah, let's bring his ass upstate. He ain't staying down here. So started school up here from kindergarten on. I've been upstate New York, you know what I'm saying? But the thing
Oh,
that I
okay.
love about that, and I always say this, Jay, the best thing about me and my upcoming and my come up was I got to experience, upstate life and the city life because I was going down to my grandmother's house, my grandfather's house in the summer when I didn't have school up here.
Yep,
So
yep.
me being able
Mhm.
to experience that city life early like that and be in the hood and be at the basketball courts at night and my cousins going, all right, it lights went off, we gotta go home. You know what I'm saying? Like, I experienced all of that, you know what I mean? So like I always say I'm a better person for that because I had the best of both worlds, right? I had upstate where you could leave your door open overnight for 6 days straight and nothing's gonna happen, to the city where it's like, you might want to pay attention when you walk in. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. So I always say I was like a city kid that got brought upstate
What
and
part
lived the
of
best
upstate?
world. Wappingers Falls, man, Dutchess County, New
Okay,
York.
okay,
Salute. Yeah.
okay.
I was a Wappingers head. We did the Wappingers Central School District for me. So salute to all my John Jayers out there and Ketchum High School and Van Wyck Junior High and all those people, man. That's
Hell yeah. Can I
so
can I ask you a question?
yeah.
Because the 845 has got worse over the years. What
Mm,
like the Newburghs, the Middletowns, even
mm-hmm,
Allenville is a
mm-hmm,
little weird sometimes, Monticello.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Can you tell me the difference between when you first moved here to now?
Um, well, first of all, you can't say nothing about this stuff until you say people are just weird now because of social media, right? They don't have those interpersonal skills anymore. I don't know when the last time I heard a house party was happening.
That's a
You,
fact.
you know what I mean? So the biggest difference to me is, I know it's really cliche to say, Jay, but back then it was really about fighting and your hand skills. The people who were going to use weapons and all that, the gang bangers and stuff, they was there. But if you wasn't really about that, you really wasn't going to deal with that. If you, if you, most times if you started some shit with your hands, maybe it ended with somebody getting jigged, maybe, you know what I'm saying? But not shot though. You just beat up. You
Yeah.
might get jumped, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I just think nowadays people are extra sensitive. And it started like 10, 12 years ago with the kids coming up as snowflakes where you can't change nothing, out of their normal, or they start crying and getting all crazy and shit. So the biggest difference to
Participation
me,
awards.
yeah, exactly, man. When I was a kid, and you played Little League, there was first, second, and third place, man.
You just didn't
That's
make the
it.
team, dog.
That's it. You know what I mean? You wasn't good. I got cut from my freshman when the first time I went for freshman football. I got cut. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? It happened. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But it made you
and
want to go back in the summertime on your
That's a fact.
and learn.
be
These kids
better.
now
And
give up because they got cut. They over with.
absolutely, man. And
But
they
but
super
but
emotional.
but to transition into the next topic, we got
Mm.
Bronny Nike deal. Does he deserve it, or is this nepotism?
You
It's nepotism at its finest.
think so?
Yeah. I mean, salute to it though.
Yeah.
He's
I'm
pretty
not
all
mad
right.
at it.
I like the
I'm not
younger
mad.
one better.
Yeah, I
Listen,
definitely like Bryce better.
I'm not mad either way though, man. Nowadays, use your platform, use your influence, put your peoples in a position to win.
That's a fact.
So I ain't mad.
What LeBron is doing right now is definitely paving the way for his boys.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as
Nothing wrong with that.
as long as they don't drop the ball, he did his job.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't mad at it either.
Even if they dropped the ball, he did his job.
I mean, yeah, of course. But it's just they able to continue that legacy on. If they able to hold on to it and not fumble it, they good. They
Facts.
running, they ready to go.
Big facts. Big facts. Big
I think
facts.
he
Now, I ain't
did need
mad
to
at it though.
prove himself a little bit more before the deal, but like you say, I ain't mad at it.
How can you be mad at it, man? Like if that's me, I'm doing the same thing. I ain't gonna be, hyper.
Everybody eats.
Yeah,
Nah,
that's
real
it.
talk, real talk.
You know what I'm saying? Like I got dreams of hitting the lotto and making everybody around me right. So why is he treated any different?
My wife will tell you the same thing. That's what I say. I win the lottery. Everybody good.
Yeah, we all good.
Forget
We
about
all
it.
good. I want a bunch
I
of
know you
winners
my boy.
around me.
You already know what it is.
Mhm.
Lil
You
Baby
know,
new album. Did you guys get a chance to check it out?
Yeah, I
I
heard
did
it.
not. I did not, bro. I'm a
I
big
heard,
baby fan though. Y'all fans of Big Baby, Little Baby?
I wouldn't say
mm,
I'm a big fan, but I'm a fan enough to if he drops something, I'll listen to it.
What
I
y'all
heard a
think?
few cuts.
I thought the album was nice. I've seen a lot of people say he every song sound the same and uh to me I'm a little 50-50 on it. I
Mm,
do feel like he sound the same on every song sometimes, but
mm,
overall the album was pretty dope. I mess with it.
mm,
It
mm.
was a little different than where I thought he might go with it, but I mean, you basically still get Baby. I mean, you get what you expect.
the way
The
you're talking about it, I feel the same way about people saying about Drake. Like if Drake dropped a whole album of just timestamp records, I would love it.
mhm,
And that's why I listen to Lil Baby, because his insight, I like his insight on life. The way he
Oh,
speaks
yeah.
on life, I like it. I don't care about the beat. Benny the Butcher raps on the same beat all the time. I love it because of what he's saying.
I
What's
think
your
that's what
take?
it is
right.
too. Sonically, it'd be the same sound. So people automatically run and say it's the same record, but it's just sonically, it's the same sound.
For the
Do
hating.
y'all do y'all find Lil Baby refreshing in today's culture, or do you find him just to be just another piece?
One of the better people, but I wouldn't say refreshing.
Yeah, I wouldn't say
Mm,
refreshing, but I'm glad he didn't drop that. I'm glad he didn't drop the ball. You know, when his first record had Drake on it, and he's
right.
been out of here since.
Yeah.
And you can
Yeah.
name a few people who had Drake on the record, and where are they at
And
right
then
now?
and they didn't do it. Yeah.
You got
No, big fact.
one of the biggest in the games for the last 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And people has been dropping the ball with these Drake records, and Baby has taken it and ran it home. And on his Forrest Gump, he ain't started running yet.
Facts. Facts.
He gone with it.
Facts.
So I like him. I like him for that. He's consistent.
I wanted to ask you this because I know you love battle rap.
Mm-hmm.
Sue Surf getting caught up in the beat.
Mm,
Yeah, that shit
yeah,
was
man.
crazy. That shit was crazy.
Um,
And do you think he beat JC?
free Sue Surf. Free Sue Surf.
Research, man, for real.
Hold
One,
Yeah, we lost him. I think he had a phone call or something coming. It looked like he was trying to do something
but
before he
either way,
went out.
Sue Surf is one of the better rappers that
He has
transition.
been for a while.
He can make songs,
He's
bro.
been one
He's
of the
pretty
few
fucking
at the
good.
top that's been holding it down.
He's pretty
So yeah, he been doing his thing, man. So hopefully they get him up out that jam. I'm not sure how serious, he really is involved with all that. Sometimes you could just be affiliated, but sometimes affiliation can take you down faster than actually doing the stuff they claiming you out there doing.
good. That's that conspiracy.
So yeah, exactly. That's that one thing Jadakiss said he was afraid of. That's the one thing he said he was afraid of in the record. The only thing I fear is being charged with conspiracy. That spoke enough. That speaks.
Guilty by association.
That's all that really is, to be honest. He could be still out there hanging out with people, bro, but the stuff they being charged with and the money he's making and the moves he's making, I don't see Surf out there doing it like that. But I mean, they did go all the way back to like 2015, which it's technically not that long ago. He was still doing his thing then, so it's no
he's
telling
back.
what's going on.
Yo,
He came back.
yeah, my bad. My pops is calling me. Shout out to Pop Dukes, man. My
Shout out to
bad.
Pops, man.
Yeah,
Young
you was
boy.
asking me. You was talking about Sue Surf though, Free Surf. He did beat JC. Because
Hold on,
battle
Gabe. Your screen is sideways.
right now. Am I good?
Now you good now.
Yeah,
You good now.
You good now.
I'm good now. All right.
Yeah, you straight.
Let
Yes,
me.
sir.
All right. But
Fuck the Patriots.
Nah, but Free Sue Surf, but I do think he beat Jay-Z because JC and battle rap, it's not all about the pen. And I know JC wants it to be just about the shit that he wrote down on the paper and how he, said it on stage, right? But it's not about that. It's all the other elements too. You do in today's battle rap, you got to be entertaining. You got to be captivating. You got to actually say shit that people are gonna understand and be able to resonate with them, and they're gonna want to wait hanging on your next word. And JC just don't perform like that. So I do think Surf got him, but I don't think it's like this crazy wipeout though, because it is true. If you just look at the lyric sheet on that, JC was in there putting words together. So I don't think it was a complete wipeout like everybody was trying to say, but I do believe Surf won a rap battle against JC for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like he took the Jada route with 50.
In what way?
You got shot.
Oh,
don't shoot back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I heard that like a million times.
Yeah. You're saying JC took that route?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, I agree with that. And also, like, I felt like JC thought that what he's able to do with other battlers on stage, where he says something and it resonates so heavy with the crowd that he literally can't rap again until they shut up because they behind it so heavy. He's had that in other battles, but with
In that
Surf,
battle, he told somebody in the crowd, "Yo, shut the fuck up."
yeah,
He was trying to get
you
his
know
shit
what I
off.
mean? Yeah, it's like, nah, man, that ain't it. You know what I mean? So, but Surf, man, that whole Rico joint, you know, and I said this about old boy that, you know, Young Thug and Gunna and all them, the same thing, man. It's like, yo, if you got it to the point where you got the world's attention and you could go to a venue, a modest venue, couple thousand people, 3,000 people, and you could pack that venue out, the fuck are you doing fucking around with drugs and all this other bullshit, bro? What are you doing? You know what I mean? There's people out here that would kill to be able to go out and perform for 3,000 people anytime their name's on that flyer.
And
You
Can
know
I
what I
ask you a
mean?
question? Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Why does God always give the blessings to them? I'm not gonna say no names, people catching
Mhm.
bodies. It seems like everybody that God give the blessings to,
Mm-hmm.
they stuck in it.
Um,
And they
I
get
don't
to
think they recognize that they've been blessed.
do it more than once. And then
They ain't
eventually
recognize they've been blessed. You got to think about it. You coming from a certain environment, you all of a sudden you put yourself in a position to where you can make it. The first thing you think is, well, I came from here. This is who I started with. I need to bring them with me. But sometimes everybody can't go. You got to learn how to separate yourself.
I do agree with that. I almost agree with that wholeheartedly. What I would add to it is that y'all should know what it takes to get noticed by the world and be able to put music out and put your name on a flyer and get people to want to get behind it and go watch you. It takes a different animal, bro, to get to that point. Like, you are a different individual. You got a different drive inside of you that got you there. You know what I'm saying? And like, I just think that because of that same exact characteristic, it's the reason why they stay dabbling in the other bullshit too. Because, you know what I'm saying? Because of that very drive that they have, I feel like what they were doing before they got put on,
steamrolling over shit.
yeah.
Pretty
You know what I'm
much.
saying? And then they get put on and they're like, all right, this almost seems like a fantasy. This is like dream money right now. But the real money is what I got before I got here. So I'm gonna keep that going for when this dream is over. I still got this other joint. And
Yep.
I think that's the mindset, because they're not that stupid. You're just not. You're not that dumb.
Nah, not if
It's
you made
just
it that far. You can't be.
right. It's just that your perspective is a little fucked up. And I just wish that, you know, instead of saying to themselves, all right, this is the fantasy that I just won the lotto with this right here. Instead of looking for the next lottery ticket, they just stick with the steady. And the steady was what got them there beforehand. So I think that's what it is, Jay. I think the people that do have that God-given blessing and talent to do it ends up being the same reason why they don't get out of certain games. Because think about it, man. Like,
what's your
you know,
opinion
like,
on this? What's your opinion on this? Why, whenever they give back to Black and Spanish communities that we're from, it's always a art project instead of like a Napa Valley where they give you a tech program? Why do they always give us art that's meaningless? You could go to school for college, go for an art degree, which is basically meaningless, but they don't give us tech programs.
Right.
That's a good question, bro. I wouldn't know how to answer that.
I think that because art is so subjective, it's probably easier for them to sell that dream of, yo, look, you're artistic, you're creative. Why don't you dip into that energy? We'll give you this little $6,000 and put it behind that. You could make something of it. And then the other side is the tech one is like, yo, we want to set you up for long-term wealth, health, and happiness. You learn how to do this trade right here. You like, it's the same adage, like teach them to fish, they never hungry. You go fish for them.
I was just gonna say that.
You know what I'm saying? It's that same shit. So like, I think that to keep black and brown down, you just call it art. And it'll fade and come in and out, you know, as it wants to. Where a tech situation, it's more baseline and steady with a steady incline versus, hey, one day you're hot, one day you're not. But hey, that's the way art goes.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know if that's the real answer, Jay, but when you ask me that, that's kind of what comes to mind.
Well, going back to the little discussion right before that, as far as like the decisions they make when they can able to get up out of there, make it out, do what they got to do. Do you think some of that blame is also on the homies? Instead of telling them, hey, bro, don't worry about coming back here. We good. Go handle what you got to handle. We'll always be here. Instead, they always want to go run and go be out there too, but they ain't got the mindset to let the person go do what they got to do. They want to be out there wilding and putting their mans in a fucked up situation. Now everybody back in the hood fucked up again.
Yeah, I think that definitely happens, right? We can't say that doesn't happen. I think the bigger your circle, the more chances there is for fuckery. You know what I'm saying? And I also think that it's really true that the people closest to you are the ones that could be the most hurtful and detrimental to your success. You know what I mean? And it's always going to be strangers that end up really pulling you through and supporting you and making it work for you. So like, yeah, no, what you said, Vince, is sad, but I think it's definitely true that a lot of times, you know, the people around the successful people, they get taken advantage of, you know what I mean? And then the person that was successful has a certain image to uphold and words to stick by, because they probably said the same shit me, you, and Jay was just saying, how, yo, if I make it, everybody good. If I get it, you got it. You know what I'm saying? And they've been saying that, and they got to hold true to that. And
but can't you do that though
point.
without I don't mean to cut you off, but can't you do that though without having to feel like you got to bring them with you? Like you can still put people in certain situations.
I don't
you
think
can
you can
still put people in positions.
But that's, to me, that's what Young Thug is. I don't think Young Thug was out there doing hand-to-hand still and picking up packs and all that, bro.
Hell no.
I think he set his people up. That's how he was, you know, reaching back for them. Is, yo, I'm gonna get your drug empire right.
True.
Y'all, think about Power. It's like Power. When Ghost wanted out, but Tommy wanted that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's so the artist who got the means to get it done for them, he backs up, puts the money in, and let them run it. But the problem is that
it right.
Jay-Z did it perfect.
Definitely did it right.
No, Jay-Z did it perfectly.
No, facts. Yeah, he's the blueprint for real.
Yo, facts. And the people that he would give credit to are the real OG. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who those people are. You know what I'm saying? But he do. You know, and those are the real OGs. You know, so like, but
one kind of
man,
screwed himself though.
Well,
one definitely screwed himself.
You know what, Dane?
No, not Dane. I'm talking about before rap. The Haven, I think his name is.
Yeah.
He screwed himself.
Fuck the Haven for caving.
That man got out of jail and went on a rampage.
We know the lyric.
Y'all ready to get in the first video though?
Yeah, let's get to it.
All right, first video of the night. We got share screen.
Don't start tweaking, Jay.
I ain't tweaking. We got FBG Dutchy Glocky.
Chicago's on, baby.
Yeah, Chicago in the building.
Chicago's on, South Side.
There you go. Chi-Town in the building.
Let's get it.
You should know he bro. He a fucking white boy. Hey, bitch. Hey, bitch. Hey, bitch. Don't let me
up on your ass, let it flash like a picture. Hey, that boy better be fast, how to pass, read scripture. Hey, get your bitch some cash, turn her ass to a stripper. And them roll with the bags of that cash and that fentanyl. Bitches steady bugging, steady begging, I just tell them nah. Let these bitches treat me like a goofy, I can never know. But niggas don't play with me like I'm a goofy, I'm letting this metal lock. I don't see these niggas or these bitches like I'm Steve, yeah. Get to throwing bullets, you gon' catch them like a Steve, yeah. So them doing magic with the car like now you see me, yeah. Spin that shit like CDs, bitch, we putting shit on TV, yeah. Spin another block, then another block. Let's hit the other ops, get another op. Get another op, spin another block. Damn, what? All that fucking talking got your brother. Damn, bitch, I want all the smoke but quit the cigarettes. Yeah, bitch. She got all through, I really miss that neck. Yeah. I'm with my young hoe, I really miss my vet. Her nigga driving skeleton, baby, this the cat, yeah. I done broke the knob, turned it up a notch, sipping drink, fell in love with WAP. I don't want no scotch, yellow bitch, got her body done, but that shit was botched. Told that bitch, I don't get them feelings, I just get the guap. Bitch on block, we gon' need a tent. All we do is camp, my niggas stuffers and we stuffin' shit, and we really stamp. We in your block, we light that bitch right up, like a fucking lamp. You started it up, you gotta ride it out, like a fucking ramp. Yeah, bitch, I don't need a bitch, I just need a perk and a plug. I can put the work, put you on the shirt. Ain't no love every time I show it, I just end up hurt. We got a bag, got my bitch a bag, bitch is not a purse. Check, make another check, get another bag, go get another check, get another bag, get a credit gun. Yeah, bitch, and I'm on the run, and I'm smoking bun. Yeah, bitch.
Once again, it's your boy Jay today. Watch, stay fly for the 845. Get your mind ready, get your ground ready the way you're gonna shine when the time's right. And that was FBG Duck.
63rd's finest.
Yes, sir. Me personally, the vibe of it ain't really my vibe, but when I get smacked, that's my vibe for sure. What did you guys think?
I'm biased. I'll let Gabe answer that. He frozen?
He frozen. We dozing. Nah, I'm playing. Look.
Yeah, nah, bro, frozen for real, for real. Nah, I guess until you come back in the picture, I'm biased though, bro. You know me, drill music is the wave for me. That's what I listen to on a regular.
That's what you consider drill?
Yeah, that's drill for sure. That's drill for
Okay.
sure. He's one of the as far as that camp, he's one of the first to do it. So, you know, he's one of the first to start the group. I'll put it that way. I don't think he was first to start rapping like that, but I know he's one of the first to put that group together. So he's early with it. Like I told you earlier, you know, before we start recording or whatever, him, Young, and Jay is the last ones left in the crew that still rap as far as that FBG crew. But yeah, I'm biased, bro. I mess with all of it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
Yeah, I mess with all of it. I heard a couple of shots, you know. I mean, you don't listen to him like that, so you probably ain't pick him up. But
yeah, I didn't get the subs.
Yeah, I heard a few of them shots. He threw some shots at Dirt, threw a shot at Vaughn at the end.
The little brother.
Yeah. He was throwing shots. But I mean, that's what they do. I mean, I mess with the music. I don't really care about the shots too much because you know I'm all about my city being unified. You know what I mean? Like I wish they all can just some way come together. I know it's way too late for all that now, but in the beginning, I wish it didn't get as bloody as it did, and then maybe you know the city of Chicago would have been in a whole better place as far as this music industry. Because I feel like we could have took over on some Atlanta shit. Like I really feel like Chicago could took over on some Atlanta shit, but they let that street beef get a little bit too far, and it is really no coming back from that. So, yeah.
Did you get to hear that, Gabe?
I didn't hear his synopsis on it, but I did hear the track, and you know, I like the beat. I like, you know, I got a thing for those like the church bell. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain beats with the long drawn out church bell. Yeah, you know what I mean? I tend to like that type of vibe. You know what I mean? But what are these kids talking about nowadays? Like what he up there really talking about though? Like smoking, you know?
Yeah, it's like I was telling Jay, you know, that's like that. That's the drill movement. You know, he's part of the crew that was really early on with it. You know what I mean? Of course, they can't get in the door because they beefing with, you know, other drill rappers that's in the door right now. So they kind of got the doors closed on them. But like I was telling Jay, man, like I just wish the city didn't get as bad as it did when it first took off. Because I felt like if they was able to put the bullshit to the side, at least enough to get the money and put the city on, I feel like
Right.
Chicago drill music would be at a so much better place. It's only getting worse because the war is getting worse, and it's more dissing. Like it could still be drill. Drill ain't just about talking about killing an op, because in the beginning it really wasn't no ops being killed. Everybody was fighting. It was maybe a few bodies had dropped. It wasn't a lot of bodies dropped. It was a few. So it was like the music got worse as the war got worse. So, you know what I mean? I mess with it all though. Like I listen to all of them. I just wish they was able to squash it and, you know, put the city on. Let's get this money and quit the bullshit. But it's too late for all that now.
To transition from that conversation, the shop had an interview with Kanye and they scrapped it. That's LeBron. I believe Kevin Hart. Do you think that Kanye is in a sunken place, or
say sunken place?
That's what they call it. Is Kanye crazy? Or does he have a point?
He ain't crazy. He ain't crazy. I think Kanye just knows how to move the needle in this country. That's all. And it's really me and Blackout. Shout out to Blackout, my co-host on What We Talking About on Tuesdays at 7. You know, but that's what we say. We think it's an organized confusion, man, at its finest with Kanye. And yeah, he's a little mental. He might have his issues just like we all do. But he has learned. I think he's learned how to move the needle, man. That's really what it comes down. He just knows how to move the needle in this country, and it's someone using their platform for their own benefit whenever the fuck he feels like it. That's my take on Kanye.
Chicago's opinion.
Word. Hey, what do you say?
Personally, because a lot of people in Chicago are pretty much done with him, dog. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. But from what I see all on my timeline or whatever. But personally, at this point, I feel like it's getting a little worse. I do agree with what you're saying. He know what he's doing. He's pretty much calculated. He know how to get everybody talking. But I just feel like some things just shouldn't be said only because his platform is too big. So if the wrong person see it, they can take that the wrong way.
Did you see what he said about George Floyd?
Yeah, I seen that little clip, and that's part of what I'm talking about. But I'm kind of waiting to see the whole thing because I heard they only released like 43 minutes. But Nori said it was like 3 hours long. So I'm gonna wait to see the whole thing first. But stuff like that, you throw a little clip out there, him saying that your platform too big. So if you get the people that was on, the opposite side of this whole George Floyd movement, and they hear that, you know what that's gonna make them feel like? They're gonna look at that like, yo, one of their own is saying he ain't do nothing wrong. That fused that type of shit. And it's bro, that's what I'm saying. People that have them high places with the high platforms and everybody get to see it, you say the wrong thing, somebody take that shit the wrong way, and now you got a whole new problem. Sometimes you got to watch what you say.
There is no collective identity. Maybe he really believes that, but just because he's black, he doesn't have to take.
I mean, because he's black, he don't have to. But I mean, Kanye been doing Kanye since Kanye became famous, bro. Like, and even before then, it's just over the time it got worse and worse and worse, or he just got different. And I don't know, man. I'm hoping it's some type of circle to bring it back around, and maybe he's showing us something and we don't see it right now. I don't know.
Well, let me ask y'all this. Hold up real quick before I'm sorry to cut you off, Jay. Did the documentary that he put together recently that came out, I believe, on Netflix.
Yep.
Did y'all appreciate that? Did that give y'all insight? For me, it gave me a little insight to Kanye that I wasn't really aware of. Did it do that for y'all, or was that something else for y'all?
Knowing people that were in that documentary and like how they spoke on it, it made me believe that he was just always over aggressive and over like if I came to you, yo, I'm Jay Arroyo, yo, I'm the best thing out every fucking day. It seemed like he was that type of person.
Shout out Ice.
It didn't change anything. He ain't really. I thought he put it together myself, but he didn't. He signed off on it, of course, but you know he didn't put it together. But looking at it, it's the same old Kanye that I remember from when the early days before he really got put on. Like right before he took off, you know what I mean? Like we were starting to see Kanye on TV on the local channels doing his the open mic things on channel 11, I think it was. And some of the songs he was doing in spoken words was like on his first album.
Right.
And you can see the cockiness in him. You know, you see him somewhere getting interviewed on the local channels. He's always been that cocky dude. So it's always been there. So it ain't like he's different. So to me, it was good to see his come up, you know, in a more I guess in a more detailed way, other than what you see, you know, on the usual. It was good to get the background to see how close he really, really was with his mom, see how much she really played a part in him, you know, being confident in himself. She put that confidence in him. And I think when he lost his mom, I know a lot of people say we like to use that as an excuse for him going crazy, but I honestly think when he lost his mom, he lost his biggest he lost his biggest cheerleader.
Right.
She knew my man's raps.
Verbatim.
Like she could stand on exactly. She could stand on the side and recite that man raps. Not too many people mamas know they raps.
I think that's more of a key ingredient than anything anybody ever said. I think people behind you having the belief in you is the key to success.
Like I said, man, I just hope it's some type of full circle that he gonna bring it back around, and maybe we'd be like, oh, now we see what he was doing. I'm hoping, because I don't know where he's going right now, man. he's losing me. He's losing me.
But getting into the next topic, I don't want to talk about Kanye too much. Game says he's better than Kendrick Lamar. Do you think Game is better than Kendrick Lamar, even though he mimicked him on his last album? I never heard Kendrick mimic Game, but I heard Game mimic Kendrick.
Game mimics a lot of people who haven't Game mimicked.
It's true. That's his thing.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
His thing. That's his thing. Is Game better than Kendrick Lamar? For me, might sound like a surprise. I'm gonna say yeah. I prefer to listen.
I was going there too. I ain't gonna lie.
I prefer to listen to Game than Kendrick, man. Like I get it with Kendrick, I really do, and what he's able to do with his flow and his voice and the way his wordplay is I'll use the word extraordinary, because I don't think everybody can do what he do, and because you know, like I hold Eminem in a high regard, and like he held his own with Eminem acting crazy on that song. Kendrick was right in the wave with him, right there the whole song. So like that shows me that he could probably do that with anything. You know what I mean? So
with Hove too.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? So like Kendrick is one of them ones, but like I don't really want to hear the preachy shit, man. And I'm Puerto Rican. I've lived my own life. I have my own trials and tribulations, you know, with being the only brown person in the room. I know what that's like. You know what I mean? I know what you know what else I know about that's crazy? I also know about how people mistake me for being like Italian or some other shit, sitting there talking shit about Puerto Ricans. Like, nigga,
wow.
Yo, you know what
yeah,
I'm
you
saying?
sitting
like,
right there like fam.
Like, do you understand who you are talking to? You know what I'm saying? But so I say all that to say, like, I don't really need to hear that all the time from Kendrick, man. He always want to be on some stand-up, get on the soapbox shit and uplift that. Man, just rap. Can you just rap for a little while? So with Game, I think Game gives me that. Game will say, yo, you know, stick up for
Jay
your
Arroyo
people.
ain't Italian either, yo.
You know what I'm saying? And like Rivera and Arroyo, those are not Italian names, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But Game, I think Game is dope. Game is delusional when he gets on a microphone and interviews and shit like that. But like, you know what I'm saying? But Game does give me as an artist, man, that hate it or love it joint, or like shit like that. Like to me, does Kendrick have a better song than Hate It or Love It that I vibe with if I hear it come on in the club? I'm gonna tell you no. I'm gonna tell you no. You know what I mean? So that
I mean, there's not a lot of songs we're gonna hear from Kendrick in the club though.
It's true, but that's kind of my point.
Yeah,
that's kind of my point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, I think personally, if I have a preference for Game, I respect what Kendrick is. I know he's extraordinary, but for me, I'm probably going to play Game before Kendrick.
Yo, just putting the plug out there in that closet. I have a Game documentary, First Press, unopened. So
there you go.
I would take Game only because I feel like you said, Gabe, it's the rapping for me. Just strictly rapping. I feel like Game is giving me that, and you can bar up. with the best of them, low key. With Kendrick, what I like with Kendrick is I like the fact that he made concept albums. I feel like if your album is telling a story and you can continue that story without getting off the root of the story, then I'm cool with that. Like I love Kendrick albums for that. I love every album he dropped, even the Pimp a Butterfly, which is the least favorite of the masses. But I love
Got
it.
that in the closet too, yo. I love that.
Yeah, I love it. But strictly bar for bar and just rapping, just getting busy, getting straight to it, I will take Game.
How about you, Jay?
I think he leaning towards Kendrick. He was surprised at that Game.
Nah, I don't listen. I honestly don't listen to either of them like on a daily basis, but I do listen to more Game. But maybe it might be the generational thing rather than who's better.
Maybe I can see that too. What else you got, Jay?
50 Cent versus Son.
This is just fun.
It's kind of funny and sad at the same time.
It is. Here it is. My thing with that, man, is like Blackout was putting me on to, it'd be different if 50 raised this kid and he was in the house with him and sent him to school and packed his lunch and shit like that in the past, but it's never been like that for this particular child of his. So like, I don't know.
Did y'all grow up with your father?
I did.
You asking us?
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't like on a everyday thing though. We went to Pop's house on the weekends.
See, I didn't grow up with my father, and I still don't beef with him like that. You know what I mean? I don't have no grudges.
Well, they beef is a little different though. I mean, you have a petty ass 50 Cent, and then his son is literally 50 Cent Jr. He's just as petty. He's just as petty. The man took a picture with Supreme's son.
Yeah.
You think he did that on purpose?
Yes. Come on, man. Yo, your daddy is 50 Cent. He's beefing with Preem.
Like that. I'm not.
You're not gonna tell me you don't know Preem's son, and you finna go take a picture with him and post it, knowing it's gonna irritate the shit out of 50.
Did it because it would irritate the shit out of 50.
Exactly.
As much as I could hate my dad, I would never take.
I couldn't do no. Yeah, I couldn't do no shit like that. Because there ain't no coming back from that. And I think that's what 50 Cent. Man, if you really look at the way 50 Cent move, anybody that's crossed him, it's really no coming back from that.
Yeah, he don't. Nah, that's the type of time he on.
He ain't take nobody back. I think Buck was the closest that ever came to from coming back, and he got himself right up out of there again.
I think. Right. Like, will he reconcile with Banks enough so they could do some G Unit stuff? Like, what's, I don't know.
I think they'll reconcile, but I don't think the G Unit thing coming back.
What's that?
I don't think Banks is the problem. I think Game is the problem.
They could do G Unit without Game, though.
Yeah, all day.
And then they said that Buck.
Because they never got that far. They never got that far to make an album with G Unit with Game on it.
Yayo said they'll be like, yo, 45 for Banks. And then Buck will be like, hey, man, I want 45 too. He can't get paid the same as Banks because Banks is number 2.
Right.
So
he said
that's why
that Game. He said Game was getting that much.
He didn't say Buck's name, but come on, man. Like he
did say Buck's name. He said Game would get paid this amount, and Buck would be like, well, why he get that much? He said Banks would be ready to go no matter how much money he was getting. It was Buck.
Buck and Game.
But you gotta think about it too, though. Buck was behind Game. Buck was selling more albums than the rest of them.
True.
So I can kind of feel like why he felt that way. I think Banks at the time, Banks was just went platinum.
Yeah,
Buck
but
did
today,
2 mil.
Buck ain't popping. Banks is still.
Well, yeah, not today, but I'm talking about like in a heyday. That's what he was talking about.
If they wanted to put a tour together right now, Banks should get paid more than
I think
everybody but 50.
50 ain't doing no more G Unit. 50 ain't doing no more G Unit.
Yeah, ready to
when 50 said he's done, I believe him. He's done over that.
Yeah, I think he's done with all them niggas, though.
Yeah.
He like Yayo made it seem like he still fuck with like him and 50 is still good.
No, they is.
Sure. I believe they are.
You seen the recent thing he posted on Instagram, right?
Mm-mm.
He threw a shot back at his son. I knew it was coming. I was waiting on it.
Oh,
he threw a shot back at his son.
Yeah,
that was Yayo and Murder and somebody else at the door. When he went to the door,
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
Yayo with his hand on Murder's shoulder.
got you.
Yeah, so they good.
Y'all ready to get in the second video?
What we got?
Sure, let's rock.
Well, we got your boy from Philly, Jay's
Philadelphia.
Music Corner. OT the real, respect. Let's get into it. Classic sample.
Yeah, let's go.
Big time.
We are stuck up here for 8 years and the
Shout out to
food is running
YouTube
out.
for the ads. We love YouTube.
Nah, fam, you gotta
This-
get the real
cool.
YouTube. Get these ads out of here, man.
This is not sponsored by.
Damn, I gotta
Yeah,
get-
right. Ain't
I
definitely
gotta
not
get-
sponsored.
I
by
gotta
that.
get
That
YouTube
it's all
ads.
love till they find a better connect. Took falls, lost it all, but we kept the respect. No matter what. Still playing the streets in my 30s, fresh up out the joint. Finding players putting 20 grams on every point. I'm just making sure they get the point. Did so much dirt, wasn't nobody left but me for me to disappoint. I'm a beast, they got no way to contain. Kensington Beach, few summers, money came on the train. The poison's in the air, there's no way to sustain. The flood's the underground market, but it came on a plane. Thinking about ways to get a mill without selling dope. Where I'm at, the second that you threaten to go tell you told. Son asked daddy, where's your plaques? Was you ever gold? Nah, but our name is forever, we don't never fold. Good with the food, but better with cement. And I got a few convictions for possession with intent. Got a FaceTime from my Mexican connect. He said if you don't wanna end up dead, just show respect. And don't you ever forget that it's all love till they find a better connect. Took falls, lost it all, but we kept the respect. It hurt, but we had to keep it going nevertheless. You better stack what you get. My dog calls from his tablet and I gladly accept. We left work, got more, came back to collect. They got money too, but they ain't never have the respect. My man cuts the work and sells it for what he got it for. Outside of the dollar store, coming in from Baltimore. Got caught slinging nice, singing like a Commodore. Lined his man up for a 9 over some dimes of raw. Life gets pettier and pettier. When your folks pass, all you have is what they said to you. It's crazy how living is getting deadlier. I pray if I'm bidding, there ain't no Nebula. If I'm trying to make a bail, I was home 1 month and I was trying to make a sale. No tracking information, told him not to take the mail. He tapped up to probation, told him not to take the tail. Cause you'll forever be in debt. The hate come from fear, it'll never be direct. That's why me and them never gonna connect. Some people rather wind up dead than show respect.
Yes, sir. It's
He
always
talking
good to
about
see you,
them?
man. Keep stepping.
Once again,
He's
it's
talking
Jay's
about-
Music Corner, Volume 3, Episode 7. We got King Vance, Chi-Town's
sir.
very own, and Bronxville, Wappingers Falls, Beacon's very own, Gabe
Finally,
Rivera,
TV.
Finally TV's very own.
Yep,
What'd you guys
yep.
think of that?
Vance, I'll let you go first.
No, all right. I thought it was dope, man. Like you said, classic sample. When his voice came on, definitely caught my attention. Didn't expect him to sound like that, but when he came on, he was spitting. He was a lot better than I thought he would be. Not gonna lie, I kind of prejudged him a little bit based on what he looked. But you know, he surprised me. He came with it. But you say he was from Philly, right? That was the Philly guy.
Yeah, he mentions
Mhm.
Kensington a lot. Kensington
Okay, so
is that's a block in Philly where if you just walk down, it's just a bunch of fiends, bro.
I got you. Okay, so
Yeah,
coming from
I've
Philly,
been
then
over
yeah, I get it. He hard. Nah, he hard. I'm gonna definitely go back and listen to some more of his music.
My take on that is definitely he definitely got that that old school boom bap core like root to him. You could tell.
Yeah.
Whoever's in his ear engineering all his music, or at least this song in particular, they definitely keyed on the fact that your voice is unique. You got one of them voices that's gonna resonate when people listen to it, to the point where if you peeped it, when the hook came up, they just filtered out the beat and just let his voice do something.
Yep.
And then they brought the beat back full in and went right back into him flowing. That's good engineering on that part, because his voice sounded great over that production, and I think he was spitting that real, you know what I mean? So like I kind of believe him when he's like the way he's talking, the way it's all laid out. I kind of believe like that's what he do when he not rapping. So I salute it. I think it's dope.
Nah, it was hard. It was definitely hard.
We got Cam, Mace, and Jada canceling their tour. Mace is claiming that it was Diddy. They just dropped a new song, which I like a lot.
Mhm.
Did y'all hear that song?
Oh yeah, I was on it.
You,
You seen I
down with-
sent it to you before you sent it to me.
Yo, I got smacked and I sent it to him. I'm like, oh, that was the last thing he sent to me.
Mm.
Yeah, but I don't be reading my text messages sometimes. I'll be out here on some
Listen,
Where's Waldo
Jay
shit.
Jay just got back to me this morning from my response to him last night, I know what it is.
Nah, it's these iPhones, bro. They don't, because the whole time I was waiting for your response, and I'm like, oh man, he too good to hit me back. And then I woke
hell
up
no.
one day and he wrote me back an hour ago, but my phone didn't tell me, dog.
It be like that sometimes.
Dead ass.
Yeah. But but about that situation, I didn't hear the joint, but as far as the tour being canceled, Diddy, don't let him fool you. He is just as petty as 50 Cent.
Man, I'm trying to tell you. Bro.
He's just as petty, man. I think he'll even admit it. I think he would say it, but like, yeah,
I
man.
think the proof is in the pudding, dog.
Tell me, what's that proof?
He doesn't have nobody that's on the same level as him, so he'll frank you real fast. Like, fuck out of here. Bow.
Mm-hmm.
Think
so?
Farm is serious.
He throw rocks and hide his hand. That's how I look at Diddy. He try to play the innocent role too much. At least 50 let you know up front he a petty nigga.
50 will tell you, yo, I could be a real asshole. Let me be. I'll show you how much of an asshole. You know what I'm saying? But like 50 also, like the thing about these people, like I just want to say to throw this in real quick. 50's dope because any given day, any hour of the day, if you put a camera or a microphone in front of his face, say, yo, how you get all this shit? The first thing he says is Eminem.
Yeah, he always give props to M and Dre, especially
always the same way.
Especially M.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
I love that. I love that about people, man. When people display that quality, man, it does something for me because it's like, damn, yo, that's how I would be, man. That's how I am.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? So I love that about him, and I think Diddy, you know, his days. Why is the name of the original label he was at with Mary J and everybody? But he always gives that dude who was with him over there. He always gives him props for his
Andre
stuff.
Harrell over at
Harrell,
Uptown.
Uptown. Yeah. He always gives Harrell his props, man. Always.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, I love that about them dudes, man. I do. I really do.
I think Diddy just being petty towards Mace. That's all that was.
Yeah.
100%. No beef for nobody else.
Nah. I do think it probably is Diddy's fault, man. For real. But yo, let me ask y'all this: are you excited for a Mace Cam tour anyway?
Hell yeah.
If it was around here, yeah.
I ain't heard Cam and Mace on the same song since Horse and Carriage. That was what, 97?
Children of the Corn shit.
Children of the Corn.
I mean, like, come on, man. I was excited.
Yeah,
I ain't even from New York and I was excited.
You're asking our generation, Gabe. We ain't young, nigga.
Yo, Mace was my guy. And then when Cam hit the scene, I'm like, oh, that's Mace's. I said, that's Mace homeboy from the group. And then when they split, I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, but I'm also not traveling more than an hour to see it. You understand?
Well, the dates they had, that's why when you hit me up and you showed me the tour, I was like, bro, it's all East Coast dates. I ain't gonna never get to see these niggas.
Diddy shut it down.
I didn't expect that because they didn't even have enough. They didn't have a lot of tour dates to begin with. It was only like 8-10 cities, if it was even that many.
Scapegoat. Maybe it's a scapegoat. But Jada's popping.
Jada definitely popping.
It's the rebirth of Jadakiss right now,
especially since the verses.
Jada. The only thing I'll say about Jada is that he is getting involved, and it could be a lot of them, but I know about Jada because he's so local to us, right? Like we feel like we could probably go touch Jada. He's right in Yonkers for me. You know what I'm saying? That's like a 50-minute drive. You know what I mean? But like, I think that you know what I'm saying? But I just think he get too involved with that whole scheme about get on this mixtape, pay me this much, I'll host it, or you could come to this little show and I'll pat you on the back in front of people. You just give me some bread. He's been doing that so much over the last like 5 years that he might be leaving a bad taste in like the underground world that we have out here in New York. You know what I'm saying? Because like I think people have been telling me, I don't know, Jay, if you were one of them. I know Ice was one of them. that hit me up and like, yo, I got these DMs from somebody acting like they Jada. You know what I'm saying?
I could name like 50 people that did that.
Yeah, and it's just like, come on, man. Like, why are you doing that? You know what I mean? But
that was the COVID hustle, son.
That was the COVID hustle.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
Hey,
and
hey
yo,
man, you're really great. If you throw me $1,000, I'll throw my
I'll
voice
talk
on
about
your
you.
intro.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. I won't send you a verse, but I'll do the intro to your song if you'd like. You know what I mean? Give me 1,200.
3 sentences.
Yeah. You know,
I
trying
don't
to
like
pay their
talking
card
about,
notes and shit.
but I don't like talking about the greats like that. But a lot of them did.
Nah, but it happens, bro.
A lot of
it
them
happens.
It did. And like, you know, I do have a love for Jada. You know, I think he's dope. I definitely think he's kind of brainwashed people into thinking that he top 5 dead or alive. He started that talk himself.
Off one
But
LP.
honestly, that's what you have to do though. As an artist, if you don't tout yourself like that, nobody else does. You got to do
But
it
let's
yourself.
keep it 100.
I think people just forgot how nice he was. That's all that was.
In
I
New
think
York,
that's what that was
he
about.
Is he not top 5 in New York? If you're in a picture with Jadakiss, people don't say, "Damn, man, you was with Jadakiss."
They do.
I mean,
You
they
got a point.
will because it's Jadakiss though. But
you got a
I
point.
feel like he
He put
could
in the
be
work,
in
bro.
people's top 5s. I just don't think he's in everybody's top 5. But he put himself in that discussion with that LP.
He did.
But I think he's too big to tell people I'll give you 1,200 for an intro.
And you ain't never too big when it's a pandemic and shit shut down and you need bread. I'll take it how I get it.
Money, so show me the money. Nah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one, man. But nah, shout out to Jada, man, and that whole thing. I would like to see,
best, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you know, talk about distinct voice and using your voice to your advantage, right? So
that iconic laugh, man.
Bro, I was just about to say that. You know what I'm saying? There's only so many people that have, you know, iconic what do you call that? You know, trademarks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And his trademark is a fucking laugh, bro. It's just crazy. You know what I mean?
Pay just to get the laugh. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, and he laughing at us.
He ain't even gotta give me a verse. Just give me a
he'll be laughing at you, because you giving him money.
That's
okay. Yeah,
I take it. I take it.
You know what I mean? But yo, salute Jada, man. Salute the whole Locks, man. Yo, I'll tell you this.
No,
I always thought Sheik was the wackest rapper ever to live in history. And over time, his raps actually have grown. Like his old raps actually grew on me later in life. You know what I'm saying?
All about
like,
the Benjamins is fire.
I always thought he was the weakest one, but I wouldn't say the weakest one ever. Damn.
Yeah.
He's just whack because he's not Styles or Jada.
Yeah, no, it's true. He was in a tough
whack.
spot with those two. You're right. You're right. At the end of the day, you're right. But at the time when they was coming out and popping, I always thought, I was like, damn, why did they get rid of him? I always used to say they only got him around for security. Look at him, man.
He was. He's still big as hell too.
He's still, I am not. What I'm saying right now, I say with full respect. Sheik, Luke, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't
they watching, yo.
Sheik is definitely not. Sheik is hard though.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to say, because I know he batted. So I ain't trying to go there. But I didn't always appreciate his raps. And then later in life,
nigga, he might pull up on you, son.
Listen, I work right there too, Bear Mountain, so I gotta be careful. You know what I mean?
I think what really killed it though was the Jadakiss and Styles always did the back and forth.
Yeah.
So it made you fall in love with that, and it made kind of Sheik get pushed to the background.
It's true. It's true.
If they would have threw him in the mix and found a way to kind of triangle that, you know what I mean, and try to juggle that, I think he wouldn't be perceived as such like the weakest one. Because he do be saying some shit. It's just he get overshadowed by them going back and forth all the time.
Here's the real, and this is just me being real and just knowing music. The truth is that
oh, that would happen. He giving us the real and he frees up.
Shout out to Verizon Wireless. Man, you should have just got Buffalo Wild Wings password. Shout out to Gabe Rivera. Shout out to Finally TV. Shout out to King Vance. Always coming back. Oh, like the Matrix. Got the slow Matrix joint.
Sound like the old microphones we used to have as kids, bro.
It's like when you talking to the fan.
Yeah, facts.
Come on, Gabe. Where you at, yo? Where you at, yo? Straight out the gutter, life a motherfucker.
Oh shit. This
That's
is
why I
funny,
don't
bro.
trust a motherfucker.
This
Shout out to
shit
Jay's
low-key-
Music Corner.
This
Shout out
shit
to
low key
Chi
funny
Town.
as hell, bro.
Gabe, you back?
Nah,
Oh,
not yet.
dang. All we see is you cheesing, my boy. Oh, he's back. Oh, I seen a little
Nah.
flicker.
Nah, no, he ain't.
I got a few more questions to ask. Shout out to the Verizon gods, AT&T. Shout out to yo.
Bro, I'm crying right now, dog. This shit is crazy.
And he got the nice ear pods. Let him talk. You hear that too? Sound like a piano, yo. He laughing. He can hear us, but we can't hear him. That's fucked up, yo. 845 till we die. Chi-Town, Houston. Shout out to Big
Oh
B.
shit.
He'll be back. He'll be back. He'll be back, man. Why couldn't we get you in the crib, dog?
I don't know, man. I don't know if it's the liquor or what, bro, but that shit's stupid funny to me right now.
Nah, it is what it is.
That shit got me dying over here.
I guess we'll get into the next topic, man. We got Freddie Gibbs beefing with your boy, Young Jeezy. I guess
They squashed that
dapped
shit, huh?
They dapped it up in the mall, said everything was good, no smoke. Gibbs got a new album. Jeezy got a new album with Drama and Cannon.
No, that shit
Snow-
gonna be fire.
Is the whole Gangsta Grills idea washed, or is that
Hell
still cool?
no, never.
I feel the same way.
Cause our generation
Classic.
keeping that shit alive, bro. We waiting on that
Classic.
shit.
Classic.
Gangsta Grills will never go out of style. You gotta think about it too. Without Gangsta Grills, do we get what's homie name? Tyler the Creator. Somebody else just did it too. Damn, somebody else just did it. Somebody else got DJ Drama going through their album.
Nice.
I can't even think of who the hell it was, bro. And it's a big name artist too. They ain't no small niggas. Fuck. I think it was like 2 weeks ago the album came out. Like 2-3 weeks ago. I was listening to it. They got drama all through their shit. Simba.
Oh, he was on the whole
Wait,
album.
was
or
it
just some
Simba?
cuts? Nah,
Nah, it was Simba. It was Simba. He's all
Simba
through the
just
album.
Simba just dropped a video.
Right.
We would have played you, but we ain't trying to get blocked on the internet. You heard?
Nah, Simba, but what I was saying was without them Gangsta Grills, we don't get albums like that to where they want Drama to come on and host the album. That style won't go out, man. They come from our generation. They about the same age as us. They might be a little bit younger than us.
That's like Clue.
But that's still the same generation, bro. Like them Gangsta Grills is fucking legendary. If you ain't have a Gangsta Grills and you was dropping mixtapes, we wasn't listening to your shit unless you was just that nigga.
Who kid? Yeah, you was a nobody, bro.
Now I remember them Who Kid drops, them early G-Unit mixtapes.
Yo, let's get into the next joint. He ain't here, but we could still show respect.
Let's do it.
to
He
the
might pop
artist.
back up.
He might pop in.
Shout out to Gabe, man.
Shout out to Gabe. Shout out to Finally TV. We got Gypsy. Hold on. Gypsy, Sephiroth, The Kitchen, Jay's Music Corner, Big Vance. Shout out to Gabe. Let's go. Came out 23 hours ago. Not even a day. You heard?
Something new.
Gypsy whip it, gypsy whip it, right? Gypsy whip it, gypsy whip it, gypsy whip it, gypsy whip it. Bust down them bitches, we got them frying the fishes. Got auntie doing the dishes, we let it dry and we rinse it. I do my dance in the kitchen, Gypsy call it the whip it. Mellow play me a snippet, I pay the chicken, he send it. I fill the order and ship it, got 9 traps, I'm different. Niggas lazy, I'm isn't. Fuck depression, that's bitch shit. Man up, get a grip, you ain't gotta tell me I'm hip. Catch him out in the mix, nigga, handle that shit off rip. Bow, 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 brand new pack, I'ma roll a spliff for fat. I don't hold no bitches back. I just let them get they bag. Don't be mad. We in the kitchen counting cash on the floor, ass on the floor. Put the latch on the door. We bagging the dough. We dance in the kitchen. I do my dance in the kitchen. Pay auntie do the dishes. We gon' need the room for a minute. I do my dance in the kitchen. I do my dance in the kitchen. Pay auntie do the dishes. We gon' need the room for a minute. Footwork while I'm cooking, just bail my nigga out booking. Got a baddie rolling up woods and that bitch ass feel like pudding. We breaking bread at the table, I swear to you God is able. Don't give no fucks about labels, we too busy getting paper. Keep it cool with the neighbors, unless the niggas is haters. It's several circles of trust, cause it's hella levels to us. Don't stand right over the pot, whip it from the side till it lock. Kick it, then we slide to the block, those who need to know what we got. Gypsy bars for the Virgil, call me up and I'll serve you. Stall me out and I'll curve you. I don't like people who nervous. I'ma only tell you once, listen. Rule one, no snitching. If you can't stand the heat, then get the fuck out the kitchen. I do my dance in the kitchen. I do my dance in the kitchen. Pay auntie do the dishes. We gon' need the room for a minute. I do my dance in the kitchen. I do my dance in the kitchen. Pay auntie do the dishes. We gon' need the room for a minute. I do my dance in the kitchen. I do my dance in the kitchen. Pay auntie do the dishes. We gon' need the room for a minute. I do my dance in the kitchen. I do my dance in the kitchen. Pay auntie do the dishes. We gon' need the room for a minute. Gypsy whip it, gypsy whip it, whip it. Gypsy whip it, gypsy whip it, whip it. Gypsy whip it, gypsy whip it, whip it. Gypsy whip it, gypsy whip it, right?
Once again, it's Jay's Music Corner with your boy King Vance.
Yes, sir.
Chi-Town representative. What you thought of that joint, bro?
I thought I ain't gonna lie, when it first came on, I was like, okay, this might be I ain't gonna lie, I was like, this might be a little trash. But the beat drop, of course, the beat catches your attention. That's almost with every song nowadays. But he wasn't as bad as I thought he was. It was a decent little song. I give him his props. That shit was all right. I think it's just because the video was, a little low budget. You know what I mean? Maybe some local person shot it for him.
The camera was clear, though. The camera
was clear. The camera was clear. But you could tell it was like a little low budget video. But, I mean, it wasn't bad. It had the beat. Had the catchy little hit. I mean, little hook. And
it wasn't whack, but I ain't fuck with it. It's not my vibe.
Yeah, it wasn't whack, but it was like, it's cool. If I heard it and somebody else was playing it, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be like, yo, turn that shit off. I'll just be like, it's cool. Definitely. I probably wouldn't play it myself, but it was cool.
That's a fact.
Decent. It wasn't trash though. I wouldn't call it trash. It was decent.
We got Future, Playboy Cardi caught up in the Rico, same as Surf. What do you think is going on right now?
But everybody getting swept up.
Is it back in the old conversation that you're just around the wrong people? What do you think it is?
I think it's the affiliation is it's really what it is. It's the affiliation. It's kind of like, let's say I'm back in Chicago, I'm hanging out with a few of the homies, but I'm not really into that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm the money man. So they looking at me like, oh, okay, well, he must be funding them. He must be doing this. As long as they got pictures with me and them, they can say I'm part of it. And if I'm saying certain shit in my songs or whatever I'm doing, like even on this podcast, if I say certain shit and they link it back to the guys, to the crew, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, yeah, he one of them. And he got pictures with him. And he be hanging out with them. We gonna grab him too, because if he got money, he funding this shit. I think that's all it be.
Why has the KKK never got swept up for the Rico?
Come on, man. Because some of them niggas is KKK, bro. Come on, we already know what that is. We already know that.
No,
that's why they wear them hoodies, bro. They don't want to be seen.
Y'all niggas not low. We showing our faces, bro.
Hey, they don't want to be seen, bro. That's why they wear them hoodies. They too ashamed. That's what it is. That's how I look at it. Them KKK motherfuckers wear them hoodies because they know what they doing is bullshit. Because if not, show your face, nigga. Every regular gang in America show their face. Ain't nobody hiding. You know what it is. Niggas got their flags. Niggas got in Chicago, niggas got their hats cocked to the left or the right. Niggas throwing up gang signs in every other place of the city. Niggas, wearing their flags. You know what it is. You know what's over here. KKK is the only motherfuckers that had their face. They some bitch ass, coward ass niggas, bro.
They throw their rocks, hide their hands,
That's
and
all they. That's what they are. That's exactly
control
what
the
they are.
world, fam.
Because they the judges, they the police, they the DAs, they all that shit, man. Fuck them niggas, bro.
But this is a public service announcement. Why do you hate us? Why?
Nigga, they don't know.
Because I could fuck your daughter, nigga. That's
Probably
why
the
you
wife
hate
too.
us?
Probably the wife too, and the mother.
2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. You heard?
Bro, I guarantee you could sit one down and try to find the one that got a little common sense, because I don't think none of them niggas do. But try to find the one with the most common sense. Sit down with him, have a conversation. I bet you he couldn't tell you why he don't like us.
Hey,
I
man,
bet money he couldn't.
people get at me for saying nigga, but I've dated white girls when I was younger, and their parents didn't want nothing to do with me, dog.
Man,
Yeah,
you already know what we talk about on a regular. You know what I mean, when we texting or whatnot. But that shit be fake ass outrage. Nobody worry about that shit, my nigga. But on them niggas, bro, they couldn't tell you why they don't like us. They was just raised not to like us. They can't tell us why they daddy or they mama or grandparents told us, hey, you see that black and brown nigga over there? Don't fuck with him. They
But
niggas.
let's
This,
keep
that,
it
and the
real.
third.
We were raised not to like them, but we still don't have the hatred towards them. And they actually did something to us.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it 100. I was never raised not to like a white person.
I couldn't. Because
I was never raised not to like them. What it was, the shit that I learned made me not like them.
Okay,
And it wasn't all of them. The shit that I learned just made me look at them different.
So maybe I'm
Like, damn, bro. Like, every time I see a white person, like, damn, I want to do he feel that way. You know what I mean? Like, what, you never know what goes on in their house.
Yeah, I don't.
You know what I mean?
really
Like, he
feel
might
about it.
live around the hood, or he might live close to the hood, or you got the ones that live in the hood, but what they parents teaching them when they in that house.
It's true.
You meet these white people and they look at you funny, you be like, damn, I wonder what he thinking. Not that I care. It's just on some, I don't want him to, I don't want him to, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, basically being cautious. I don't want him to snake me. And when I say snake me, I don't mean hit me, because they ain't bold
It's
enough
like
for
I
that.
said, I grew up in the gutter life of motherfucker. That's
Facts.
why I don't trust a motherfucker.
That's facts. I don't trust them. Like, don't get me wrong. Over the years, I've been cool with, very few white boys. Very few white boys. But, I try not to misjudge them, you know what I mean? Because not all of them was raised that way, but you don't want to get too close to the wrong one.
And they might think that about us.
No, that's facts, because of what they see in the public eye and what they hear about us. They might hold us to a certain distance. Like, I don't want to get too close. He might end up robbing my crib.
But I never understood the weight of what they hear about us. And then when we look at them a certain way, the weight of what they doesn't hold the same weight in our eyes.
It never will. They never will. As just a race or a color, I'll put it that way, as a color. We ain't did shit to them.
We're a culture.
Right. We ain't did shit to them. I mean, depending on what you believe, I don't want to get too deep in that, but depending on what you believe, we the ones who threw their ass in the Caucasus Mountains, locked their ass up. So maybe this is all payback. Like, y'all did this to us, so we finna fuck y'all niggas up. Maybe we dealing with the blowback. Who knows?
This is karma.
Who knows?
Could be.
But at the end of the day, how long is it supposed to go? At some point, we got to be like, all right, let's put the bullshit to the side. We all humans. We all got to share this world on Earth. We all got to be here, nigga. Let's just live, bro.
Shout out to Petey Green.
Let's just live, bro. Facts.
Petey Green, one of the best radio hosts in the world.
Facts. And I learned about him off that movie that Don Cheadle did.
Exactly.
Before that, I had no idea who the fuck that was.
Stop the bullshit, fam. We say us as in black and brown, but we could be we.
That's a fact. They don't want that, though. They don't want that. They don't want that. It's dangerous for them. Well, at least they feel like that. It really ain't dangerous for them. We ain't got no plans to do nothing to these motherfuckers, but they think we do. That's the guilty conscience
of them being the way they are. Yep.
Exactly. They feel like if they get too much power, they gonna do this to us. Man, we ain't doing shit to y'all, bro. We just want to live, my nigga.
Well, let's keep it on it where the power shift is here. So I'm like,
I mean, no, it's coming. It's
y'all,
it's
it's
turning right
over.
now. Currently, it's turning.
It's
But
been
we not on
turning.
shit though. We just trying to make shit right.
Nah, I never seen no black or Spanish person be like, "Oh, you white boy, you can't do nothing." Nigga, hold the camera, dog. You
We just
can't
trying to
rap.
be. We just want to be right. That's it. We don't want to be
Exactly.
over them. We ain't trying to do no harm. We just want everything to be a plain level field.
I don't even think it's that. I think we're going towards a goal, and it doesn't have nothing to do with color. Like if I
It
want to be a
don't.
rapper, it has nothing to do with color. If you want to be a rapper, I want to be a rapper. I'm going. If you a white boy, help me. If you black, help me. If you Asian, help me. This ain't that you can't buy a football team shit. If you got the bread, buy it. I don't care.
That's a
But
fact.
get out my way. Because
They
if
don't
you're
want
in
it to
my
be like that.
way, if you're in my way, we stomping it, nigga.
They don't feel like that way. They feel like if
They're threatening.
they feel like if people of color got money, they threaten. We doing too much. And then you got the ones who got the bread that can bring the rest of us up. They too busy trying to kiss the white man ass.
Then they get in with Candace Owens.
That's like I probably shouldn't say it, but fuck it.
You
We
can,
ain't
bro.
we ain't mainstream yet, so fuck it. The whole Jay-Z thing, man. Like Jay-Z, one of them ones that's right there in the door, right? He putting people in position, and I appreciate that. I actually like that. But to a certain extent, he on them niggas' coattails too.
Of course, but he's playing it smart, like we said
But
earlier.
exactly. But and I feel like with Kanye, when I say I hope it comes back full circle and we see what he's doing, even with Jay, at some point I'm gonna need him to be like, all right, this is what I did this for. Because with that NFL shit, it was kind of like, yo, what the fuck you on, bro?
And
But
they
then we
probably
get the
cock blocked him.
Super Bowl show and we like, oh, okay.
They
First
say
time we get a
you can't buy the team, but we'll give you a Super Bowl show.
I kind of feel like that's what that was. Like, we gonna let you in because we need somebody black because it's getting too political with this whole
Fam, Black Panther was like the most sold movie. It's because y'all support each other now, like how Spanish people always been.
right.
It's scary. They used to hate y'all because y'all hated each other, and now y'all acting like me. You know what I mean? Like when I told you, I never had to join the gang because I was just Spanish, nigga. I go to school,
Right.
every Spanish motherfucker fucks with me. They got
Right.
my back, nigga. I'm about to get beat up, a Spanish nigga punch you. Now y'all are like us.
It's slowly getting there. You know what I mean? In certain places, it probably
And there,
won't ever get there, but it's
and there
slowly
ain't
getting
nothing
there.
wrong with that though.
It's slowly getting there.
Every rap
We still at odds
opportunity.
too. We still at odds too much with ourselves. You know what I mean? Even with
Yeah.
all the bullshit, we still at odds with ourselves, with each other. And it's like, bro, at some point, we gotta stop that shit because that shit just dumb, bro. It's dumb.
See, you as a black man, you understand that more than I do. I never understood that because anybody that's like me, even me being mixed, Spanish niggas would be they like a blanket, bro. You understand? And y'all are getting there, dog. And ain't no religion shit. It's just you my mans, we the same shit. We out here, bro.
Nah, facts. I got cool with a lot of niggas like that, just off the fact that we probably was the only niggas in the room, looked at each other, gave us the head nod, and
Yeah.
we been homies since. I had a
And
couple of
that's
them moments.
I felt like that with black people too until like recently when they try to separate us, but I never understood it. You understand?
They trying to
Because that's not
separate us because we get more powerful together.
yeah, but that was never like my actual life in real life.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
real
I'll
life
never
is always different than this internet shit, bro.
shout out to B.O.B. Y'all Spanish niggas say niggas stop acting like it never happened. Nobody care about that shit but white motherfuckers.
B.O.B. another one that be low key spitting that real shit, but since he fell out the mainstream, people don't really be picking that up. But he be spitting some of that real shit. That damn near Illuminati gonna come get him type shit.
See, I seen people put that under my post lately. They're like, yo, you ain't famous because you ain't sell your soul. And I'm like, yo, you still believe that, dog? I don't believe you have to sell your soul to
Nah,
get
to a certain extent, I do.
okay.
I ain't gonna lie to you. To a certain extent, I do. I think they make them niggas like you gotta really think, bro. Them motherfuckers who be saying certain shit happen and they stick to it, at some point they fall out of mainstream.
Mm.
Nigga, Exhibit, bro. Exhibit was a popular
Um,
West Coast rapper. Once he kind of got off that a little bit, he went to acting. They gave him Hollywood. Then he did the whole TV show thing in the middle of that, and then he really took off in Hollywood. He was getting the big movies. He wasn't getting the big movie roles, but he was getting the big movies.
he's
Had
getting a look.
support. He was getting that look. But the moment he put that story out about Diddy, about being at that gay party, you know what I mean, and kind of exposing some shit, where the fuck he
Shout
go?
out to Mace. Shout out to Mace.
Where the fuck he
Cancel
go?
your tour, motherfucker.
Where Exhibit go? Where Exhibit been, bro?
Shout out to Pimp My Ride.
Where Exhibit been? Pimp My Rag got shut down. I ain't seen him in no movies.
I heard y'all ain't fixed their cars, really.
Now they fixed them. They was
Nah,
taking
I'm
shit
like-
back. No, they was taking shit back. They was hooking it up like on some dumb shit for the show. And when they went to go pick the car before they can go home, they would take some of that shit back out.
Yeah,
Like, nah, this was just for TV. Let me get this back.
Yeah, that popcorn machine. Yeah, it was cool.
So it's
for
like they
TV.
would fix it, you know what I mean? They had the paint job, you know, they had the rims, but they would take like the TVs back or that extra shit they would throw in there. Oh, I heard you a doctor. I put a surgeon table in your trunk. You know what I mean? They'd take that shit out. Like,
Yo, you can keep the stethoscope, but give me back the table, fam.
yo, Pimp My Ride was crazy, bro. I heard a few of them niggas got carjacked for that shit too.
Shout out to the hood.
I wouldn't even took my shit to Pimp My Ride. Like, I'm cool, bro. Nigga, y'all in California. Y'all forget where some of y'all from.
My shit ain't that bad.
Do you remember where you gotta take this car back to? Niggas living in Inglewood and Compton and shit and think that shit gonna fly. Fam, your shit finna get taken tonight. As soon as you pull up, niggas waiting on you.
Shout out to Philly with the 20 carjackings 2 weeks ago.
Yo,
Man,
Philly going crazy with the car. I was just telling
We respect the
my family
grind, man.
downstairs doing breakfast, bro. Like Chicago 2-3 years ago, them little niggas was getting nuts with stealing cars.
That's
I
that
just seen a
Jersey
video
drive.
about, bro. I just seen a video. I don't know if it was for yesterday or Friday, but a nigga was on the freeway and robbed a nigga of his shit on the freeway, bro, in Chicago. Nigga had a whole what the fuck on his thing and was like, bro, give it up. Fam, hop right out that hole. Like, here, you can have it.
Shout out to Trevor.
I done ran his ass over. Fuck all that shit.
That's a fact.
I'm on the freeway. I'm
Protesters-
probably going about 80.
Yo, keep it 100. Protesters, they get in front of your car, you running them over, or you just chilling there.
It
where they banging on
depends.
your shit?
It depends.
I'm saying
bro.
when they banging on your shit. Bow, 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 bow.
If I'm at a stop and they already doing it, chances are I really won't be able to get a chance to like run them over, depending on what the situation is. But I mean, like if I'm full speed going and they decide they just want to jump out there, oh yeah, you getting your shit smacked. Because first of all, I ain't got enough time to stop anyway. I'm gonna hit you regardless.
But if you stopped and they banging on your shit, you just chilling like, hey man.
Nah, I'm gonna need them not to bang. Like, nah, it's gonna be an issue. Why you banging on my shit? Whatever you protesting, I'm pretty sure I ain't got nothing to do with that. Why you
Even if
banging
it's-
on my shit?
Even if it's Black Lives Matter,
The fuck, I'm black. Why you banging on my shit?
you getting ran over, son.
Or I'm gonna run your ass straight over.
And that's a lesson. Leave people shit alone. Leave people shit alone, bro.
Bro, you out there marching about Black Lives Matter and you see me in my car windows is not tinted on neither one of my cars. They not tinted. I mean, the one car is a little tinted, but it ain't that dark. You can tell I'm black. If you beating on my car talking some Black Lives Matter, like you don't see a black nigga in this car, we gonna have a problem.
You getting yapped on, son.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like Nori say, you finna get hit with that yalla.
Proceed with caution.
Hey,
fam.
like get the fuck out the way, fam. What you doing? Motherfuckers be tripping, bro.
I'm trying to go to Subway, dog. Get out the way.
Nah, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to work. Only time I'm in my car is going to work and coming home from work, bro.
Shout out to Subway, but nobody fuck with Subway.
Nah, I mean, when I'm trying to eat clean, though, I ain't gonna lie, because by my job, Subway is like the cleanest place I can eat.
What you about to get a tuna melt, son?
Hell no, I don't even fuck with tuna. Tuna nasty as hell to me, bro. I don't know what it is with tuna, but that shit is nasty.
It's protein, dog.
I get my protein from somewhere else. I don't need it from no tuna.
He said, I got a girl.
Man, fuck it.
Yo, let's get
Tuna
into
just
this
ain't
last
it.
video tonight. I
Let's
think
get
we
to it.
got the home team. We played your home team. I had to have something for a backup. You heard?
We're gonna get some more because I'm surprised, bro. Like we're gonna get some more. It's just some of the ones I be wanting to bring. I feel like we're gonna get flagged.
Yeah,
So I don't be wanting to pull them up.
We might get flagged for this joint too. But we got Nino Man, Jada Kiss, Bigger Bags. And that's all we trying to get is the bigger bag. Bendición. Let's get it.
Josh Riley has always fought
Shout
special
out to
interests.
YouTube, Brad.
He took
I
on
am
greedy
not
cable
buying it.
companies. He held big corporations accountable. Now he's rejecting corporate PAC money. When Josh goes to Congress, he'll fight for working families, not the special interests.
Josh, when you go to Congress, bro.
Times change, bitch.
Jay's Music on the Big Vance in the
changed.
building. Jay today while I stay fly for 845. Nino Man, Jada Kiss. Let's go.
Fuck with us. When you get money, you don't deal with the broke shit.
Rico Kevorkian.
Fresh out the stew, I'm about to mac. Daddy hit me up in the booth, I'm fake relax. Hands in the tracks, I barely finished the track. If you heard her lay some shit off the dome, guess it's a fact. Look, wait, fuck what you heard, I'm getting racks. They be quick to jump on your sack when you in sacks. They wanna attack, but we intact. We in for a clown to put on the show so we could clap. Had a street sweeper way before I had a broom. He ain't know he was shot, all that nigga heard was boom. Spanish bitches DM me, you sexy mighty coon. They know I was in the building way before I had a room. They adore us cause we living enormous. I be on my bullshit, I'm a tourist, I move flawless. The bitch wanna hang with the ballers. Smoking dope, blowing more trees than a windy day in the forest.
Jump bail, then they hit us with warrants. I just had my lawyer get me house arrest cause the crib is enormous. Work out, then I get in the sauna. When it's on, I'm a different performer. I'm the kid from the corner. You ain't gotta worry about it when your clique is the strongest. I'm rich now, don't matter who been richer the longest. Niggas mad cause they bitches are swarmers. They bitches is on us. They don't know that them bitches are goners. Just stick to the core with the crew. On the road to the stew. Might be on the low with your boo. Nah, nigga, you don't know where I be. But you know that it's me. It's fucked up cause I don't know that it's you. Can't lie, gotta keep it a beam. It's a real dirty game, I'm just keeping it clean. Certain niggas try to text, but my shit on green. I was talking to my man, said he spent the color in on lean.
Money,
Money,
cash,
cash,
fuck what you heard, I been in my bag.
in my bag,
I came out of nowhere just like an ad.
like an ad.
On the road to the riches until I crash.
Cars, clothes. Fuck what you heard, we getting dough. You already know that we on go. Now we on the road to riches to get more. Fuck with us.
Shout out to the Tom Brown sweats. 845 to
shit
the
was
Chi
hard.
Town, man. Yeah, I like that joint a lot.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
But they always block the good joints.
Nah, they usually do. That shit was hard though.
Shout out to the Four Stripes. It ain't no fake Adidas. Nah, I mean, that's that main brand designer. You might catch it at Saks.
I ain't even think about that shit either. Until you
Yo.
just said it, I ain't think about. I'm like, damn, that shit was 4 stripes, wasn't it?
Nah, that's some other shit.
Nah, that's cool though.
It's
Nah, it was
like-
clean though.
This ain't $90. It's like 140 more. You feel me?
Nah, that shit was clean though. That shit was clean.
Yeah. Shout out to Finally TV. Shout out to Gabe for coming through.
Yeah, big shout out to Gabe coming through, man. Appreciate that love you showed coming through. Chop it up with us for a little bit. Had a little technical difficulties, but you know, it's all good. You know what I mean?
Word. Next time, chill with us some Wi-Fi, fam. You know we upstate. The service ain't that great. Bars. Nah, I'm playing.
Nah, it's all love, man. Appreciate the man coming through.
Word.
Facts.
We about to get out of here though. Jay's Music Corner, Volume 3, Episode 7. Got your boy Vance.
Yes,
Put
sir.
the K-I-N-G in the front every time.
Every
King shit.
time.
Shout out to the White Sox. Shout out to the losing Bears.
Hey, man, look here, bro.
Did y'all win
Let's-
today?
Let's not go there. We ain't played that. We played Thursday. We played this past Thursday.
But,
We lost.
you
Don't
know
do
the
us like that though, bro.
The Yankees, we still
Don't
in
do
the
that.
we still in the shit.
That's all right. My hair be done next time we on. I'm gonna throw a hat on. I ain't been cut up in a minute because I'm trying to wait for this wedding. You know, I got this wedding next week to go to. So
So
I'll
next
be
Sunday.
I'm growing my shit out though, but it'll look more, you know what I mean?
I don't
The
think they
nigga on
watch for
point.
that, bro. I don't think they watch for that.
Nah, I ain't talking about the niggas anyway, bro. Fuck them. I'm just saying in
Bro.
general, just presentation. You know what I mean? Like,
King
damn, this nigga.
Vance got the best hip hop views. You can't throw him off. He knows everything.
I try, bro. Don't put that everything
Nah,
on me.
you
Somebody
do
gonna
more,
come
though.
through and try to stomp me. Like, yo, what about this? I'm gonna be like, I
We're
don't know.
testing all challenges. Come through.
No, that's a fact. I'm up
Jay's
for it.
Music Corner.
I'm up for it. I don't know everything, but you know, I think I do.
Shout out to everybody though. Finally TV.
Much love.
Came in peace, leave in peace. We out of here. One.